Greetings. Today is episode 235, creating a set of classes. I'm making a video here. I want to get some feedback on creating classes and how to use the different websites. I'm thinking about doing live streams to help people trying to take it to the next level. I know that a lot of people who subscribe are interested. So I'm going to cover learning how to use the timeshare websites and why that's important. I'll talk about the education and shown to improve ownership happiness, which is why I'm interested in doing and seeing what I can do. Then I want you to provide feedback, and then lastly I'll just show you a simple video that I've created, which really isn't a training class. It just shows you how to book Hilton Grand Vacations, but it doesn't do all the things that I could possibly do. But anyway, let me jump right in now to talk about learning how to use a timeshare website. Okay, learning how to use a timeshare website. It really comes down to that, you know. Most owners are given a login and that's it. You know, that's what happened to me. I have 5 different timeshares at one point, mostly because one was merged with another, and I bought a small amount of a second one. So I actually have 3 timeshares, but there were 1.5 different websites. And it's just like, there are benefits and features, and really the only way to figure out how to do it is figure out how to use a website. Not saying I didn't call the call center, and that was one method when I first started, but basically I combed through the website to figure out how can I get the most out of my timeshare. First, understanding the benefit, and next how to figure out how to get it to happen online. And it's not necessarily trivial, but it's worth it to me because I'm obsessed. Anyway, so again, I own 3 timeshare companies, and I've had to learn 5 websites, and I've never had a class. And okay, I guess that means if you're super obsessed, you can do it. And again, 2 of them were merged. But my success, you know, is because I'm obsessed, and I think that's ridiculous to expect everyone to be that way. And again, the best way to get the most from the timeshares is knowing the features and how to implement them. But here's what happens, and this is when I people that join my channel, is a lot of people just give up. And I mean, I've talked to people, friends of mine who've owned timeshares and just given up, and they can't figure out how to do stuff. So I think that's the number one thing to make timeshares better, is and I want to see if I can do something about that. So that's what this video is all about. Next thing, I think I've sort of touched on it, is education has been shown to improve happiness with the timeshares. Most people who found my channel, most of my comments are about, oh good, I'm so glad I found your channel. I'm learning how to use my timeshare. I'm learning what's possible, even just a tip on what's possible. I try to give practical advice. I do provide tips. I sometimes provide, like in this video, I show an example of a specific thing. I think I showed how to do, how to use book an RCI last call before. So I've done many different videos. I've done 235 videos, obviously, or more than that, actually. Just a background, and the reason I wanted to do this is I've actually taught at a college level courses before, and I'm certified in the state of California. I know how to use a timeshare platform because I live in them full time, so I thought someone should do this, so I'm going to step up and see what I can do to do this, but I need some feedback before I get started. I'd like to expand my knowledge, sharing by offering the classes. I'm just thinking I'll do the basics, and I'm willing to expand if there's a need. Again, I'm just going to try this for a little bit, but I want some feedback before I start. And I was going to use the YouTube live stream, so that way you can put stuff in the chat, and then I can, see what I can do to help people with that. I don't know how it'll go, but I want to give it a try. But before I do, I want to get your feedback. So again, education, I think, is going to change the industry and its ability to be successful. Okay, so please provide feedback. That's really what this whole video is about. Is the video I'm doing is I'm just going to do a sample, but it's really just a screen scraping with me talking in the background. But that's what I would do, on a live stream, and then open up for questions and see what I could do. I don't, there are lots of features, and I could go through them, methodically, and then take questions. That's what I'm thinking I should do. The many features to be explored. I go in and I look at the points charts. I look at the dates when the off-peak seasons are. I have the flexibility be when I want to go somewhere. 1 week different can make $200 or $300 a week. So if you're fine with Hawaii in the first week of June, it's actually in Hilton, it's a non-peak But if you go to the second week, that doesn't work. And many kids are usually out of school by then. So I have a 2-minute-ish video. Is just a simple part. I just wanted to show kind of like how I would do it and then do an opening. I can do a demonstration in a class on live stream. Should I schedule it? And is that the best way to do? Schedule it and attend. What is the best way to get the word out so I can get more people? I mean, maybe this was one attempt, but I really like the comments on the values. I've actually thought about even reaching out to the timeshare companies to see if they would support the channel and support, sending people for education. I don't know if I want to do that, but I was thinking about doing an hour, and I am going to talk to some people. I'm connected to some marketing people within Hilton, and they're somewhat interested. And then I would use the comments that you can put in the live stream and try to answer questions. And again, that's what kind of right now what I'm thinking about doing. So anyway, I'm going to show you a quick little demo here, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about my channel after I do that. So I hope you like this video. Don't forget to give it a like and a thumbs up. And I don't know why the fireworks comes out, but anyway, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Just a short sort of test video on what I would do for a training. So just to show you how to book a unit. So first thing I do is I go to the destinations, and then I would pick, let's just go with the big island of Hawaii, because always dreaming about going to Hawaii, at least me. So you select that, and this now shows you all of the resorts on the island, and where you see the little green thing, that's where you have availability. Well, I happen to know, so one of the things you can do is you can actually view the resort, you can look at the points chart, and you can view the booking eligibility, and you can actually then create a search request. But I won't go into all of that. I happen to know when the off-peak periods are. So just scroll here, and you could have just typed in the date if you know it. But I'm just going to go 1 to 8, and it automatically scrolls you out there. So you can see there's quite a bit of availability, and you can also see that the 1-bedroom rooms here are pretty close to the minimum numbers. In fact, I think the last date is this Saturday to Saturday, so that's actually the end. There's a 5440. That's the end of the off-peak season, so you can get a 1-bedroom still today, and that's what I'm actually going to book. But I just want to show you that you see all the resorts, and you can see these are the 2-bedroom and whatever. So one of the other things you can do that I typically do is just to confirm the room I want is I'll look at the 1-bedroom here, and it describes the square footage, how many it accommodates, and the details about the room, and then you can just close this out. Or, in my other cases, if you're traveling with a friend and you both want to have a bed in the bedroom, then this is a 2 double beds. So that's another option for you. So if you want to book, it's pretty simple. You just click on the this one, and you can see my available points. And you can now do a book now. And it takes you here to give you important information about Kingsland, and you have to click on it. I've read it. This is a summary. Again, it gives you the room description again. This allows you, right now it's using me as the owner, but I could add a guest, and there's a fee for that. And I could have, here's about the cancellation policy. And if I want cancellation protection, this is how for $99 I can add that in. And there you go. Because I'm an HGV Max member, you can see it. This is 7 nights guest, and its points is 54. So if I wanted to actually book it, I would just click on this green thing. But since I don't really want to do that, and I'm just doing this as a demo, I will stop right here. Here's an example of how you can book a room. There are many more details, like I could go in and actually show you the different points for the things, and then actually show you more about the rooms. But I would just want to do a simple demo on how to book a reservation. Hi, this is Cliff, and I'm the Timeshare Traveler. Welcome to my channel. The purpose of my channel is to educate those who love traveling in timeshares. I've been an owner for 15 plus years at timeshare ownership. I have elite ownership with Marriott, Hilton, and Worldmark.
I have published over 100 timeshare video reviews, and I've published over 95 timeshare tips. I can be found on Facebook at Timeshare Trav, at Twitter Timeshare Trav, and on the web at www.timesharetraveler.com.